Okay, hey, how's it going? This is another episode in my podcast, Audio Movies Podcast. Basically, what I do is I watch a movie and I describe what I'm seeing in the movie. Yeah. So I don't give the title of the movie. I tell you who the stars are. Um, Billy Bob Thornton is the big star, and Bill Paxton is the second star. And I'm sorry about that, but about this, but I missed some parts because I'll start saying one part and there'll be another part is coming up and I miss it because I'm talking about the other part and I miss some stuff. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's start. It is showing the production company title. Paramount, Viacom Company. Paramount. Oh, Mutual Film Company. There's some pan flute or something. Music. Okay, it shows a crow, a black crow, really close up, and it's winter time. Paramount Pictures and Mutual Film Company presents, in association with Savoy Pictures, and it's snowy and it's a country time. Bill Paxton, it's snowy and it's country. It's in the country. Billy Bob Thornton. Excuse me. Bridget Fonda. I don't know if you know who she is. Those are the main three. Then there's other people, which I'm not going to say. The title of the movie shows. I'm not going to tell the title. You can figure out the title. Well, it might be hard on this movie. Okay, there's a black crow in the snow, pecking at the snow. And it's ominous music. Okay, a farm. There's a fox running around. And there's chicken coop. There's chicken in a chicken coop. Oh, and then a fox is going to the chicken coop. He's running by, he's looking, he's sniffing around. He sees the chickens. Oh, now somebody's filling up bags. Or he's taking stuff out of bags, huge bags. Bill Paxton is he's doing something. He's filling the bags. He's on a farm, right? He's filling the bags from a hopper. When he was a kid, I remember my father telling me what it took for man to be happy. Somebody's late for work. What did you stay out till they hung the last dog? What? A wife. A decent job is, I guess, what he's talking about. Friends and neighbors who like and respect him. For a while there. Without realizing it. I had all that. I was a happy man. Oh, he's talking about being happy. He's working at a grain elevator. I'm getting off early today. Family obligation. And he's like, okay. And so Bill Paxton takes his jacket and he's leaving work early. Delano Feed and Grain Mill is where he works. He's walking down the main street. Happy New Year, he's saying to somebody. Happy New Year to Linda. Where are you going? Sledding. The little kids. No, you can't come sledding. Now he has a bag of groceries with him. Or a bag of something. And he's walking. Hey, Carl. Happy New Year, Hank. Hank is his name. I forget what he said. I missed what he said. Okay, it looks like he's at home now. He's untying his shoe, taking his boots off. He looks up. Honey, it's me, he says. Hank says. And it's Bridget. Bridget's pregnant. They kiss. Oh my God. She's sitting on the bed, reading. Somebody honks. Somebody honks a horn. And they pull up an old pickup truck. Looks like it's going to be a long afternoon for you. To Hank, he says. She says to Hank. I'll be just lying here. Now, Hank gets out of it. Oh no, that's showing his butt. He moons and he gives him the finger. The two buddies. Hank's buddies. What's he doing here? He needs a ride home. He's not buddies with them. We can drop him off when we're done. I guess he's not friends with the guy in the car. You need to shovel this shit off here. I'll pay you $25 to do it. He has a poinsettia, a flower pot, flowers of poinsettias. There's a dog in the truck, the bed of the truck. Mary Beth is the dog. They get in the pickup truck. They're driving down the road. I think Billy Bob's his brother. They're going to a church. They're walking over in the snow in the church. It's daytime. Oh, they're going in front of a tombstone. Mitchell. They're taking the snow away from the tombstone. Somebody else was here. There's some flowers that are dead. When? It's the only day we can come here, Hank? His brother goes there on his own too. The other guy is writing his name, peeing in the snow. And Hank's brother goes over there to do the same thing. They're simple guys. They're not too bright. Hank seems like he's smart. Oh, the fox has just got into the hen house and taken a chicken. And now he's walking away with the dead chicken in his mouth. That looks fake. Holy smokes. Now they're driving along in the car. In the truck. Crockpot. Talking about Crockpot. Pay attention. I don't know. They're telling a joke. It's just the pineapple is the joke. The punchline. I don't know what the joke is. They're talking. Whoa. Watch out. Whoa. And they put the fox. The fox made them crash. The dog. They crashed into a tree. Oh, man. His truck. The other guy's drinking a beer and he's laughing at his friend. And Hank is like, what? And the dog's running after the fox. He's taking his gun. Hank's brother. He can't hunt here, he says. He messed up my truck. And then, it's not like we're hunting here. We're collecting a debt. And then they start walking off, and Hank stays there. And Hank's brother and his friend walk into the forest. They're trying to find the fox. Shoot the fox. That's what I assume. He's putting on his jacket, and they got a rifle. And they're walking in this heavy snow. Hank decides to follow them. I'm not dressed for this shit, Hank says. And they're laughing at him. Now there's a bunch of crows. There's like 10 crows, black crows. And they're talking. The two buddies are talking. Mary Beth, oh, they're looking for the dog. They're always waiting for something to die so they can eat it. The crows they're talking about. They're walking in the snow, into the forest, like a forested area a little bit. There's no leaves, so you can see right through the forest. They're walking. They don't know. Oh, somebody kept... What is it? They don't know where to go. Oh, be prepared, he says, and he pulls out a beer, starts drinking. They pass over the beer and they drink a little bit. Hank's brother asks him to drink some beer, and he says, I'm not thirsty. Maybe you don't want to share because you think you'll catch something from us. It's an insinuating throw. He was going to throw a snowball at him. That's what you said to me last time I saw you. You're using all those fancy words. Hank says, whoa, that was 2 months ago I said that. Kiss my ass, he says, and he throws a snowball. He throws the snowball into the ground, and it hits a plane that's crashed in the forest. It's a small plane, and they're all looking. They said, Jesus Christ. It's probably one of those drunk doctors. They're always crashing their airplanes. That's what Hank's brother says. They're opening the door. I can't see, he says. Just take off some snow off the windshield. Can't see a damn thing. He's pulling the door open. Oh, he can't open it. It's shut. He's pulling harder this time. Oh, now he has it. It goes upwards. He's pulling it upwards. And he's looking. This is Hank's. And the two brothers, or his brother and his friend, are looking through the windshield. I see the pilot. Somebody's in there. He's still moving. Are you okay? He asks. Oh, it's the crow eating his eyes out. Whoa, the plane flips over. And the crows start attacking Hank.
What? No, I don't know.
The pilot is dead. Now they get the door open again. Hank's brother opens it. Hank has he's bleeding on the eyebrow. Oh, they pull out a big duffel bag. Do you see all them birds? Hank's brother says. Did I see the birds? Hank says. Help me get out of here, Hank says to his brother. And they get out of there. There's a huge duffel bag they pulled out. Put some snow on there. He has blood on his eyebrow. Oh my God, look at this, the guy says. There's a duffel bag full of money. Cash. How much do you think is in here? $100 bills, he says. The bag's full of them. Is it real money? Hank's brother says. Who would be flying around this kind of cash? I bet it's drug money. I bet you're right. They fly around with these little planes. It's drug money. It's dirty money. What, counterfeit? No. No, it's real, he says. It's a police matter now. Somebody should call the cops. Wait, let's think this through. Hank's friend says. No, Hank's brother's friend. What if we turn it in? You want to keep it? Hank says. And they laugh. That's a hot one. Why wouldn't we? That guy says. Because we could go to prison. Why? Because it's stealing. Stealing? Stealing from who? From him? He won't mind the dead guy, the dead pilot. Because he's dead, right? Hank's brother says. That's pretty funny. He's dead. He won't mind. We just take it to the truck and pretend we weren't here. What if we get caught? Okay, stay the hell out of it then. It just means more money for us. Do you know the term accomplice means to you? How would we get caught? Because it's not our money. Jacob, when they find that plane and they find no money in it, bullshit, it's dirty money. The cops don't even know it exists. Nobody knows that it exists. Nobody knows but us, Hank's brother says. It's like finding lost treasure. It's a dream in a gym bag. You work for the American dream. You don't steal it. What did he say? I forget what. I didn't hear what. If this guy's a dope dealer, then we're like Robin Hood. Beautiful wife at home. Having a baby. I know you're not pulling that much at the feed mill. We can't just take it. What if there's a reward? Maybe there's not. How about this? I'll bet you $10,000. When they find this plane, there's no mention of this money when they find it. Hank takes some of the money, looks at it. There's a whole duffel bag. Woohoo! Hank thinks about it. Why turn it in if we don't? Maybe nobody's looking for it. It's true, Hank's brother says. If it's broken, don't fix it. If. I know what you mean. Hank's brother isn't too bright. There goes Black Crow flies by. Hank thinks about it. Suppose I'm the one that keeps it, Hank says. For how long? Till spring when they find the plane. In spring. Then what? If nobody mentions the money, we get out of town. Why should you get to hold it? That's the only way I'll do it. Or we just turn it in right now, Hank says. You don't trust us? Is that what you mean? Hank's brother says. That's a lot of money. I actually don't. I'll burn it and that's it. This is the only way I'll do it. If we have to agree on this. That's the deal, Hank says. I hold on to it. Wait till they find the plane and nobody mentions it. Then we split up and we move. And the other guy says, I'm in. We count it first. That's probably a good idea, Hank says. This is nuts, Hank's brother says. What are you going to buy? Jakey boy. Jake is a new car. Get something classic, a Trans Am. A new truck, he said. Oh, the dog's back. Where have you been? Okay. So now it's they fade to another scene. It's nighttime now. $4 million. $4,400,000. Look how square it is. It's all piled up in the back of the pickup truck. Shush. What million? How much is that? $1 million? Shush. Somebody's coming? It's nighttime and it's snowing. Oh, a car's coming down the road. Oh, shit, he says. Get in the truck, I'll handle this, Hank says. Cover up the money. Get in the truck. They go in the truck. Hank is waving them down. Oh, it's a SUV. Okay, Carl. Engine trouble, Hank? Dog trouble. Chased the fox into the woods. When we went after the dog, he came running back. What did you do to your head there? Ran into a tree branch. Your brother's still out of work? Lou is out of work too, yeah. Hank. Jacob. I can never remember his name. Hank and Jacob. And Lou. I thought you were trying to avoid me. Sitting over there in the truck. Just sitting in the truck. It's kind of cold out here. He's trying to avoid me. He's like, no. Did you tell him about the plane? Jack says to Hank, what's the plane? The officer says. Lou is the officer. You better tell me, Jacob. Jacob. Okay, let's get out of here. Did you tell him about the plane? He says to the police officer, what the idiot. God damn it, Hank. I seen you do stupid things. This one takes the cake. That's brilliant, Lou. When they find the plane and realize the money's gone. That's what's cool about it, Jacob says. We wouldn't tell anybody if we were the ones that did it. You just thought we heard one with engine trouble. That's all. I'm not going to prison over this, Hank says. If we're going to get caught, it's all going to vanish. The money's going to vanish. You understand? If we're going to get caught, it's hard to keep up with what they're saying. Lou, no, what? It's a pineapple. That's a joke that pineapple. Now they're driving up to the house, somebody's house. Oh God, this is gonna be fun, he says. Where hell have you been? His wife, Lou's wife. No, Lou is the cop. Nancy, hello Nancy. Don't hit Mary Beth. This includes. She's gonna have to find. Nancy can't hear about it. Stop it. Throwing snowballs at her. Not before whatever. Same goes for Sarah. Of course. She's throwing snowballs. The wife is throwing snowballs at. Why are you late? Listen to me. I bet you he's telling her, Hank says. That guy can't keep a secret. Fade to black. He gets home. Hank gets home. He bringing in the duffel bag. Hey, honey. Hey. Where you been? He puts the duffel bag down. He's smiling. I'm starting to get worried about you. They kiss. What happened to your head? It's okay. Just a scratch. Can I ask you something? He's all happy. What if you were walking in the woods? You found a bag full of money. Let's say $4 million. Would you keep it? Of course not. Well, for starters, it would be stealing. It's lost money. Nobody's looking for it. $4 million of missing money that nobody's looking for. Then whose money is it? Yours. The food's cooking, boiling. It's my money, the girl says. Whose money was it before? A bank robber's. So it's the bank's money. All right. It's what? Hank. This is really silly. Obviously, you want me to say something. You want me to agree with you. He pulls out the duffel bag, puts it on the counter, opens it up, and pours out the money onto the table. And she looks at it. The money's just pouring out. And she's all happy. It's real. She's laughing. She's not laughing. If we keep it, we don't have to worry about money again, ever again. We don't have to worry about money now, Hank. You got a good job. We don't need it, she says. Yeah, but nobody gets hurt by us keeping it. That's what makes it a crime. That's what makes it a crime. Somebody getting hurt. Doesn't matter if somebody gets hurt or not. If you get caught, you go to jail. We haven't done anything wrong. We sit on it and see what happens. If they're searching for it, then we burn it. No risk. What about Jacob and Lou? It is Lou. I'm holding the money and he's letting me call the shots. It'd be crazy just to give it up if anybody's searching for it. Oh, this is it. The end of the year. The New York Happy New Year. The New York ball. And they're drinking some alcohol. She shouldn't be drinking alcohol. She's pregnant. But they're having a little bit of champagne. They can't sleep. She can't sleep. Go back and return some of the money. What? A lot. 500,000. Put it back. When they find the planes, they'll assume nobody's been there yet. Nobody will walk away with that much money. Wait. We're going to keep the rest? You have to go in the morning. Can't tell Jacob. What, do you think he'll go back and take it? Just being careful. Can't tell Jacob. We have to be careful from now on. Okay, Hank says. Okay, he says again. They kiss. He's happy. Now it's daytime. And he's pulling in on the car. Jacob. He's trying to get Jacob. Open up, Jacob. Open up. Jacob gets up. He's like half asleep. I gotta move the pilot back the way it was. I need a lookout. So Jacob, his brother and Hank and Jacob are heading back to the site where the plane is. Hank told Jacob that he has to move the pilot back to where he was in the sitting position, which is stupid. He needs a lookout. And he's pretending the car is broken down. What do you mean it's not going to work? Nobody's going to believe it's not flat. Oh, Hank says. I observe things. Jacob said, live and learn. Observe and learn. Hank says. So he takes the air out of the tire. That's cool. Jacob says, now there's some shots of Lacroix. And he opens up he's at the downed airplane. Oh, he has some money in a black garbage bag. And then Jacob's working on the car, the tire. Now somebody on a snowmobile is coming up. And Hank is working. He moved the plane. He put the money back, 500,000, she said. Hank's wife said. I can't remember what her name was. He hears the snowmobile and he's getting nervous. We had a flat. I fixed it, Jacob said. We put the bad one in the trunk. It's flat as a pancake. We're cool now. See the fox come back? Did you see a fox? No, I didn't see a fox. If you've been standing right where I am, you should have seen a fox. And then Hank's running back because he heard the snowmobile. So he's running back through the forest. And they're yelling and screaming. Jacob and this old man on his snowmobile are yelling at each other. And then he waves. Hank waves. Don't do anything stupid, Hank says it behind it. Oh! Jacob just knocked the old man with the crowbar. I hit the farmer. He was going to go right by the plane. Listen to his heart or something. He's going to be okay, Jacob says. What else was I going to do? The guy's dead. That's not right, Jacob says. We can do the CPR deal on him. Cardiac arresting. He's hitting him. Damn it! Jacob's hitting him. Come on, come on. Hank stops. Hank, stop! Hank says stop. Be still, let me think, Hank says. Don't panic. No cars have gone by. Did you see any cars go by? Alright. We gotta make it look like it's an accident. Grab his legs. They pick up the dead body. We can't do that. We can't do that. We're going to make tracks. They're just going to follow them. I'll take them on the snowmobile and take them to the park. Drive on by and don't circle back. They're not going to take me away, are they? Then nobody's going to take you away. Jacob says, it's going to be okay, right? You're going to be there, right? Go, go, Hank says. Go. And so he drives away in Hank's car. Jacob is driving away in Hank's car. Oh, man. So he starts up the snowmobile. And he has the dead body on the snowmobile. And he's flying down the snow. He's flying around. Oh, he's not dead. Whoa. He falls off the snowmobile. He's not dead. The snowmobile stops and they both fall off the snowmobile and they're in the snow. Heavy snow. Dwight is his name. Your brother. He hit me. Call the police, Dwight says. The old man, the old farmer. Please. And then Hank looks around, looks down at the Dwight. It's snowing hard. Not hard, but pretty hard. Hank kneels down at him, beside Dwight, the old farmer. Covers up his mouth and his nose. And he looks away. Hank looks away while he suffocates the old man. The old man's struggling. He can't breathe. Oh, he's running out of breath. And Hank is killing him. Now he's officially dead. It's a sad time here. Hank killed him. And they're in the snow. It's a wide shot. Fade to white. Fade to the bridge. And there's a snowmobile goes off the bridge and crashes with Dwight's body on the... And then Hank's there looking over the edge. He's checking out his work. He's pretending it's an accident. He looks. Dwight's dead. The snowmobile's crashed. And now Jacob has to bring the car around. Now Hank jumps into the car. Jacob gets out of the car. This is stupid. If we cover up, it's going to be worse. I'm just going to pull him out and tell the truth. And the money and everything. This is my decision, Jacob says. Not yours, Jacob says. He's going to tell the truth of what happened. You didn't kill him, Hank says. They look at each other. What? We both did. That's what Hank says. What are you talking about? Jacob says. He was alive when you left. I smothered him, Hank says. I guess that makes my decision. They walk away. They drive away. Jacob was going to tell the truth, but it looked real, Hank says. Let's say it didn't look like an accident. Why would anybody think of us? It'll lead us right to the plane. It's going to start snowing. Was there any blood? Was there any blood? Did you get blood anything? Was there blood on the road? Did you look? It's all happening. It's going to snow. It's going to snow and everything's going to be covered up. All the track. Shush! The TV. Andres Creek. The reporter. They're at the scene on TV. 4 o'clock this afternoon. They covered the body. Tragedy to the beginning of this new year. The reporter says. Oh, there we go. They were listening to the news. I wish she hadn't have told Jacob. I wish she thought he still did it. Of course it scares me. What if he tells somebody? What you did? You did it because you felt trapped. Would you do the same thing if you had been there instead of me? I just know if it's possible. He's talking to his wife. They hug. They hug. Fade to the plane for some reason. And then now they're showing the funeral of Dwight. He'd buy 2 bags of feed 4 times a month. 8 bags. Are you telling me there is 5 Mondays? This guy's arguing about his feed. Check the calendar. This guy's complaining at work. I gotta talk. Jacob wants to talk. Can you meet me at the farm? What is it? Lunch break. On your lunch break, 12:30, okay? Thanks for coming in. The guy figured it out. I can't drive out there right now. Oh, he hangs up. Jacob hangs up on Hank. He has to go out there. So there's an old windmill, old tractor. And there's Jacob's truck. And Hank's walking over there. He's walking to an old farmhouse. Jacob? What are you doing? Oh, he throws a snowball at him. What did you drag me out here for? I'm going to rebuild it just like Mom had it. Wait, we've been through this. Once we split the money, we got to leave. We got to go. What do you mean, just drive off? By myself? Suppose you stay. How are you going to tell you got the money? Sarah inherited some money. It's easy. You bought the farm and then you left me to run it, maybe? He's trying to make up stories of why he would stay in town and have so much money. You don't just buy a farm. You got to work it. You got to know about machinery, seed. No, you don't. I know that. No, you don't. Fertilizers, drainage, irrigation, the wind. You don't know anything of that stuff. You'll just end up just like Dad. I'll tell you how he had 2 mortgages riding on the place. He missed payments. Where do you think the money went? Where do you think the money went? He spent it all on the farm. The money went to 4 years of college. How do you think he paid for that? For you. I'm supposed to get the farm, Jacob says. What do I get? I'm supposed to get the farm. Jacob, you got the whole world. I don't want to hear that, Jacob says. He's mad. He doesn't. You can go anywhere you want. Hank says to Jacob. This is where I want to be. This is my home. Hank looks at him. It's a long shot of Hank's face. Hank puts his shoulder on Jacob and pats him a bit. Okay, there's an old windmill. Hank goes into a building. I don't know what building he's in. Oh, his wife. The wife wants to show Hank something. Look, I got this. I got it from another branch. She works at the library. Harris body ID'd by feds. Harris, father lost daughter. $4 million. $4 million. Do you recognize one of them from the plane? His face was packed out. Deadly duo kills 6, kidnaps heiress. We can't say it's not stealing anymore. It's always been stealing. We just don't know who we're stealing from. It's glad we know that where the money's coming from. We were worried that it would be counterfeited or marked or something. Unmarked bills in the story that they're reading in the newspaper. Old newspaper. It's over. It's good, the wife says. Was it Sarah? I'll see you tonight, Hank says to his wife. He looks at the news article. Then, no, it's nighttime now. Full moon. Shot of the moon. Hank can't sleep. Hank gets out of bed. He hears some noise. There's some rumblings. He comes down and he sees what? He's downstairs. He goes to the front door and he sees, whoa, somebody at the door. It's the buddy, Lou. Okay, Hank, open up, he says. It's Lou. What the hell are you doing? I came to make a tiny withdrawal. Go home. It's freezing out here. Sheesh, quiet. Get in here for a second. I don't have time for this shit. I want my share, Lou says. I want my share. I don't have the money here, and even if I did, I'm not giving you any. Just because it's in your house, it doesn't mean it's yours. Part of it might be your money. If we decide to keep it, we sit on the money until we decide it's safe. Just give me one packet. One packet, Lou says. I'll come back later for the rest. Ask me again, I'll burn it up tomorrow morning. Bluff. It's a bluff, Lou says. Why don't you call it then and see what happens? Jacob told me a little secret, mister. I know what happened to Dwight Stevens, the farmer that they killed. You drank too much. I want one of those packets. I don't have the money here. I hid it away from the house. It would be a shame. Carl, it would be something suspicious if I... Do you believe that? He went over the bridge? Carl knows... Lou was going to tell Carl. We're all in this together. If we go to jail, if I go to jail, we all do. Lou looks at him. Oh God. I need my share, Hank, Lou says. I'm broke. And I owe people money. I need some help here. Okay, just wait here, Lou says, or Hank says. Hank grabs a jar, and Lou is waiting by the door. He pulls out some money. $40? That's all I got, Hank says. The money's a day's drive from here. I can't go get it. A day's drive? A day's drive. I put it in a storage locker. I didn't want it near us just in case it'd be suspicious. Carl knows about the plane, huh? Whose idea was that? All right. we go get it as soon as she's done. After the baby's born, I guess is what they're saying. Lou leaves. And then Sarah, Hank. Oh, Jacob's in the hospital. The baby hospital. Oh, the baby is born. Whoa. I'm looking for Hank and Sarah. Oh, it's somebody else's baby. There's Sarah and Hank. They had the baby. Hello? Look who's here. Tidings and gifts and great joys, Jacob says. Sarah has to sign some papers. Is it Sarah? Well, he needs some money. Jacob needs money. Looks like a little tomato, the baby. What, you betray me? What are you talking about? There's two sides now. What are you both talking about sides? Who's talking about sides? I'm on both of your sides. We're in this together, Jacob says. I want to know, Hank says. Me or Lou? Hank says, me or Lou, the other guy. Jacob's like, what are you talking about? He's... Good grief, Jacob says. I pick you, you're my brother. He's looking down, though. I bought a present for the baby. I brought it from the house. I didn't buy it. Jacob says. It's kind of cool, but trust me on this. When you see what it is. He gives him the paper bag. Jacob gives Hank the paper bag. Hank says thanks. And then Sarah gets the bag, paper bag with some pink thing on it. And it's a teddy bear. It's a used teddy bear. It's an old one. Oh my God, it was his when we were kids. I guess it's sweet of him then, eh? Here's your little girl, the little baby. She wipes her hands, the mother. She's about ready for feeding. And hello, little girl, she's saying. I want you to buy one of those little tape recorders. Why do you want a tape recorder? To get Lou to confess to Stevenson's murder. They're going to try to get Lou to confess that to Stevenson's murder. Dwight's. Invite him out for drinks. Get him drunk. Take him back to his place. Start joking around. Kidding about confessing to the police. You go first. Jacob second. And you tape him. That's not going to work. Jacob owes you. That's the key. Whatever you say, he'll do it. Even if he talks on the tape, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. As long as Lou believes it. As long as Jacob sees, Lou says Jacob's taking your side. That's all. We should at least try, shouldn't we? We won't lose anything by trying. They're going to try to get Lou to say that he killed Dwight. Now, Hank is trying to get Jacob to get Lou together. We suggest going out for drinks. Let me finish. Let me finish. Tell him I agree to split up the money. We're going to have to celebrate first. We trick Liv. Trick our friend? You know what's happening here? You understand the seriousness of this situation? He's going to send us to jail. Not now, because I have a baby, Hank says. I don't want to go to prison, Jacob. I got Sarah. What are they going to do? I gotta get the Christmas tree out of here. It's too dry. Pay attention, Hank says. I gotta think about it. Please, Hank. You don't know what Dad would do. I don't know what they're arguing. Hank's thinking. Well, what if I tell you that I give you the farm back? Jacob looks, what? I'll give you the farm to Jacob. Hank will give the farm to Jacob. I'll help you buy back the farm. You gotta help me first, Hank says. Jacob is scratching his dog. He's petting his dog. I gotta get rid of the tree. It's dry and it could start a fire. I'm just talking practical shit to you. He gets the phone and he picks it up and he starts dialing. Jacob is doing this. It's an old rotary phone. It's an old movie. Now Sarah's with the baby. Oh, Hank and Jacob are together. Hey, Jacob. Take the shoes off for you. Nice new shirt. Ta-da! Let me take your jacket. Put the jacket on the banister. He goes upstairs. Hank goes over to his wife. They kiss. You brought him here? Over for dinner. Good. Good. Okay. So he's going to do it? I had to promise him the farm. What? I thought you agreed. Where is he supposed to go, Sarah? Drive away? What? If he stays, we get caught. Just a matter of time before he screws up. They're talking about Jacob. Okay. Now they're having dinner. They're talking about old times. They're talking about his dad. Their dads. Their dad. Baby's crying. Okay. Back on call, Sarah says. Is that like a walkie-talkie? Is the baby monitor. They're talking about old times again. You remember everything. I was always talking to Dad. I know you were. I was always nervous. If he had that deal going on right now, he would have done the same thing. I guess so. He always wanted everything set up to have enough to take care of things and relax. I never had quite had that. But Well, I don't know what they're talking about. Done what? Killed himself. His dad killed himself. The father killed him. What are you talking about, Hank says. Dad killed himself. You know that, right? Hank's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? They're... You don't go on the wrong way on a ramp like that. He goes there 100 times a year. So suddenly he forgot his way. Hank's just realizing it now. The insurance money would take care of us. What? Hank's just figuring this out. Jacob is smarter than you think. Hank's just figuring out. His father killed himself for the insurance money for his kids. Because the farm was failing. Oh man, Hank just finds it out now. Now it's shots of the night. It's like almost nighttime, dawn, dusk, and they're showing an old farmhouse, fade to black. Now they're at the bar, tavern, and they're having drinks. Lou and Hank and Jacob. Maybe I misjudged you, Hank, Lou says. You're more serious than a guy like me. Sometimes you come across like you have a stick up your ass. So, I mean, with someone who doesn't know you. They can't get beneath the first impression. Maybe sometimes. I can come off a little bit like an asshole. Yeah. No. I know what I'm talking about. This is Lou talking. But fuck it. It's all in the past, right? They shake hands? They shake hands. Hell yeah. Let's live and learn. I gotta take a leak, he says. He takes a shot of alcohol and goes to take a leak. Jacob is not talking at all. Oh, he's starting a fight. Lou is starting a fight with somebody. Do you think that it's funny tripping a guy? Don't buddy me. This guy here is my buddy, and this guy is my buddy. You're not my buddy. Let's go. Let's get... He's gonna punch him and he decides not to. Come out here, out in front. I'll pound you on the fucking sidewalk, he said. Now they leave. They leave the bar. Now they're going to somebody's house. It's Lou's house. In the truck. In the pickup truck. If you gotta pee, you pee out here, he says. Now they're at the house talking. Jacob is not talking. And Lou is just rambling on. He's drinking like crazy. Talking about stuff. Nope, the wife comes down. I got one, Nancy says. This old drunk tells jokes to his two drunk friends. He was keeping up his wife. He has a job to go to in the morning. She gets so fucking fed up. If he doesn't shut up, he's gonna have to find some other place to live. Did you hear that one? The wife says. And Lou's like, come on now. Hank says to Jacob, come on, let's get this over with. Let's get doing this. It's not fair, Jacob says. This is the deal. It's not right, Jacob says. It's not right. Jacob, Hank, keep it down a little bit, Lou. Lou is totally drunk. What the fuck's wrong with you, Hank? Jacob says. Do you see the way Hank drinks the whiskey? He sips at it. Like a fucking commercial? Preparation H in the mouth or something? It looks like some goddamn bird or something. You're being Big Brother now, telling me how to drink my whiskey? Hey, do you see anybody drink like that? Lou says, no, I don't think I've seen anybody drink like that. I don't drink like that, Jacob says. My dad didn't drink like that. We have one thing in common. Maybe it's just our last name. You are more like a brother to me than he is. Lou says, oh. Do him crossing the field. You don't care, right, Hank? He's pointing at Hank. Crossing the field, what? Crossing the field, Jacob says. He gets up in the snow. He does a little motion. He's like walking like a quail. Wait up for me. I'm not dressed right with your loafers on. Do it when the crow pecked him in the head. That was fucked up. He's pretending that he's getting pecked in the head. Jacob is. Hank is not happy. We should have never let him keep the money. I'm not shitting, Jacob says. We shouldn't have done that. Lou, we shouldn't have kept them. Like you own us or something. Okay, let's call it a night, Hank says. That's what you want, right? Jacob says. Take sides, right? Isn't that what you said? Jacob says. What are you talking about, Hank says. Lou looks at him. Jacob says, you know what he's going to do? He's going to crawl into Carl's office. He's going to end up confessing. Lou says, I bet you would rat on us. Hank says, I want to go. Let's go. Take me home. No. Let's do this. Let's play where Hank confesses, okay? Jacob says, let's pretend to be Hank. Let's pretend. You do it. Like you're knocking on Carl's door. When you're fucked up, you're funny as shit, Jacob says to Lou. Lou, pretend. Jacob's pretending to be Carl, the security guy, the police officer. And Lou is pretending to be Hank. Hello? Carl? It's Hank Mitchell. No, he turns on the recorder. Hank turns on the recorder. It's about Dwight Stevenson. He didn't die in an accident. This is Lou saying this. I killed him. You killed Dwight Stevenson? That's right. I suffocated him with his own scarf and I shoved him off the bridge. This is Lou saying this. I made it look like an accident. What? We don't have to go any further. Money's more important than an old man's life. Oh, now he shows the recording of him, Lou, saying that I killed him. Lou's like, what? You taped this? I made it look like an accident, it says on the recorder. And Jacob is sad. Lou is figuring this out. Why would you do that, Hank? True confession. So how you said you killed Dwight Stevenson. Nobody will believe that. I'm just kidding around. Why would anybody believe it? Hank is saying. If Jacob and I, if you and I go into Carl's office, who would believe I got a job? Who would kill Dwight? I don't pass out on other people's lawns. I don't say obscenities to my wife. Isn't that right, Jacob? You forgot we're in this all together. That's all it is. It's insurance. It's not to hurt you, Jacob said. So you don't hurt him, that's all. Lou's like, just in case you confess. Wait a minute, Lou says. Are you telling me you knew about this? You knew about this? He won't use it unless Lou says, is that what you're saying? That you two are together? Lou says. Jacob says he's gonna help me buy back the farm. Lou's like, whoa, oh. Lou leaves the room. Don't be pissed off. Let's go. Oh, shotgun. Lou has a shotgun on him. Give me that tape, Lou says. Put down the gun, Hank says. You're not leaving here till I get that fucking tape. Settle down, settle down. Jacob gets his gun out. You gonna shoot me, Jacob? Jake? You stabbed me in the back, Lou said, in my own house. The wife says, what's going on? You know I need that money. I need it tomorrow. They're going to take my truck. Put the gun down, Lou. Jacob is putting the gun at Lou. Put the gun down. Shut up, shut up. Don't. They're shooting it. They're pointing it at each other. He doesn't give a fuck about you, Tank says about Jacob. Or he shoots in the air. Lou points it in the air. Shoots it in the air. Calm down, baby, the wife says. This is the real thing. He's gonna shoot. Oh! Jacob just shot Lou in the head. Lou's wife just yells. Ah, shoot. Jacob just shot Lou. And Lou's wife is on top of her husband. My baby, my baby. He's dead. Tell me what's going on, Hank, Jacob says. Hank is slowly walking in. It's okay, Nancy. Call the cops. We got to decide what we're going to say. It was an accident. You killed him. It was an accident. You killed him for the money. You can have the money. You think I don't want the money? I want the money? Oh, she sees the gun. She picks up the gun, crocks it, and they're fighting it. Take it easy. Oh no. Hank says, the wife is like, no, please don't shoot me. Hank says, no, I wasn't going to shoot you. It was self-defense. She runs into the kitchen. The wife runs in the kitchen. She has another gun. Oh, shoots 3 times, 4 times. He takes the shotgun and blows her away. Right in the chest. She's dead now too. Jacob comes in the house. Lou is dead. Blood all over. Is streaming from his body. Hank just killed Lou's wife, and Jacob and Hank are just standing there. Man, this is going all wrong. Boom, he shoots the gun. Shoots the gun again. Shoots the gun again. Shoots it in the wall. Shoots it at... Then he goes towards the phone. Hank goes toward the phone. Puts down the gun. He puts the phone down. He picks up the phone, then puts it back down. He's thinking of what he's going to say. He picks it up again. 911. Hello, there's been a shooting. Hank Mitchell. I'm at Lou Chambers' place. Just around past the Burn Road or something. They're both dead. Oh God. Please hurry. And then he hangs up. Picks up the gun again. Picks up the rifle. He takes something and wipes his fingerprints off it. And puts the gun next to Lou and puts Lou's fingerprints on it. Onto the rifle. Both hands. Then he puts it on the floor. And then Jacob, he yells, Jacob? Jacob's sitting in the basement. He's sad. Hank comes down to the basement. What are you doing? Huh? You gonna be okay? We can make this work, we just don't have much time. Hank says. They were fighting, okay? They were both drunk. Lou started pushing Nancy around. We trying to stop him. He was so pissed off, got his shotgun out. She ran in the kitchen and got the gun. We ran out and got your rifle. By the time we got to the house, it was too late. He was shooting up the whole place. Shooting up the walls and everything. We stepped in the doorway. He shot at us. Just before we pulled the trigger. You killed him. You saved my life. You see? This is Hank saying this. Come on, Jacob. I need you to hear you say it. Jacob's like, they were fighting. Jacob's saying this. Lou got really mad. He shot the walls. He shot the ceiling. And what did we do? Hank says. We went out to the truck. No. They're being interviewed. Jacob went out to get his rifle, right? They're talking now. Lou ran you out of the house. Jacob said that? Huh. He's screwing up the story. Jacob. I suppose this is Hank saying, I can see that what he thought of him, what he thought. Because he did go out to the truck. I followed him. But when I heard the shots, Nancy got killed. I turned back toward the house. I was on the porch when Lou started outside. That's when I turned to run out into the yard. So, I guess. I can see how it seemed that way to Jacob, that he ran out, that Hank ran out of the house because of Lou. The story was kind of screwed up, so he's trying to cover it up. I think we got what we need for right now, Carl says. Now there's a funeral. Jacob and Hank are there. Sarah's there with the baby. Jacob is looking at Hank. Hank is in his business tie and shirt and tie. Baby's getting bigger. Jacob's at the bar. He's just sitting there drinking. He tips over one of the shot glasses. He grabs another shot glass. There's 2 shot glasses in front of him. They're both empty. And there's a beer. And he's just thinking. There's no talking. He's just thinking away. Still thinking. They're just... Now the baby's getting washed. Hank is washing the baby. Passes the baby over to Sarah. Somebody knocked on the door. Knocking on the door. Who could that be? Hank says. It's nighttime. It's Carl, the sheriff. Hey, Carl. Hope I didn't wake you, Hank. I saw the light was still on. Getting ready for bed. I hate the hell to have to do this to you. I was driving up by Lou Chambers' place. I saw the truck. Oh, Jacob's in the squad car. He was passed out in an armchair. I appreciate bringing him here. I hope it wasn't too much. I know you had a real rough time. I'll try to keep an eye on him too. To Jacob. Jacob is so depressed. What are you thinking? What were you thinking? Hank says. I almost had a heart attack when Carl knocked on the door. He's taking off his boots. Jacob's boots. Hank is doing that. He can't even speak. Jacob is just... He's in the spare room, I guess. He's sad as can be. Baby sleeps with us. He's in the baby's room. The baby's gonna sleep with us. Your head, your shoulders go to sleep. Your arms go to sleep. Your back goes to sleep. What? What did he say? Something evil. I do. I feel evil. He feels evil. They're just, okay, fade to white. Fade to another scene of an old farmhouse. That was the house where they killed Lou. There's his truck. They kept his truck there. Maybe I can get a family of my own now, Jacob said, with the money. Maybe a celebrity since I'm rich. Hank, come on, what? What about her? What? Carol Richards? She liked you even you were a broke dick. That was a whole different deal. Her and her friends pitching $100. That she wouldn't go steady with me for a month. Oh man, Jesus, Jacob. I thought you guys had a thing. Well, actually it was kind of cool. We used to walk around together a lot. We talked about all kinds of cool stuff. Held hands with her one time, walking around. My hand sweated so much. She had to let go. I was nervous. It was cool. When the month was over, she would say hi to me sometimes. She didn't have to do that. That was cool. Her friends paid her $100 to date Jacob, for a month. He hasn't even kissed a girl, he said. If being rich changes that, I'm all for it. I just want to feel what people do. Jacob's gonna go into his pickup truck. I guess I'm gonna be happy now. We all are. We all are, yeah, we all are. I'm gonna buy back the farm, Jacob says. Have a lot of kids because I'm gonna meet a new girl. She's gonna be real nice to me. Be real normal. And you and Sarah come over. We'll all sit around and talk stories. Like Dad used to do. Yeah. That's Jacob saying all that. Okay, Jacob gets out of the car. Jacob heads to his pickup truck. Fade to a new scene. Hank is getting a haircut. Hey, Carl. Carl's in the barber. Carl's around a lot. He stands right next to him. A little thin up top there, Hank. Don't you have some crimes to solve? Do you think you could track down Jacob and bring him to my office next week? Or tomorrow? Somebody's gonna... What? They're looking for a lost plane. Carl's talking about the lost plane. See you around 3. The feds are coming around, is what he said. I didn't miss that part. Maybe we should just leave. He's back at home. Leave the country. Stop it, Hank. Go in there and see what they know. We can always burn the money if we need to. It's not too hard for somebody to put it all together. Stevenson, Lou and Nancy, they killed. They're going to know. No, they won't, the wife says. Nobody would believe that you were capable of doing this, Sarah says. Now they're at the Wright County Annex. They're talking about the plane. Sounded like an engine. That was it. We didn't hear anything more. No crash. Nothing. Oh, the feds. With Carl. Anything you want to add to that, Jacob? No? That's about it, he says. Snowmobile or something. No. There's Carl and another guy. Okay, that's it, guys. They shake hands. My pleasure. Nice to meet you, Hank says. You think you could take us out there? The FBI guy says. The nature preserve? After the storm passes. Can you tell us what this is all about? Looking for a plane. This guy from the FBI told me. He's talking to his wife. It's not makes sense, Sarah says. Kidnapping made sense. The plane full of money. They're $100 bills. There'd be other denominations, 50s and 20s and 10s. I guess you know more than the FBI, eh, Sarah? Hank, Sarah says. Did he show you his badge? Why would he show me his badge? And then Sarah goes upstairs, and Hank goes upstairs also. He brings out the old article from the newspaper. It's him, isn't it? It's the older one, Vernon. He's looking for his brother. He didn't have a beard. Maybe he lost weight. She shaved. Doesn't make a difference, does it? No, I have to take him to the plane. Tomorrow. He's going to shoot all three of you. As soon as he sees the plane, he's going to shoot you. What if he's really from the FBI? And he doesn't show up? It's going to look suspicious. I'll call the FBI in the morning. I'm meeting at 9. I'm meeting at 9. It'd be too late. I'll call you at Carl's office. If there's no Agent Baxter, then what? Tell Carl that baby's sick. You gotta come home. What about Jacob? Say he's hungover. Carl will believe that. You don't want Jacob there. It sounds like a BS excuse. What do you want? You want to go out there and get shot? Of course I don't want to get out there and shot. Then try to come up with a plan. A plan? Like the one where you take money back and killed Stevenson? And we tried to tape Lou and 2 people were dead? Is that the plan? I got a plan. I'm taking the money back right now, he says. Hank says, no. I'm going to put it back and everything will be back the way it used to be. Is that what you think? Is that what you want? Work in the feed store for the next 30 years? What about Amanda? Do you like somebody? What about me? Sarah. What about me? Sarah says. Checking out books, faking a smile, and staying with you. Buying whatever the week's coupon will allow. We can only go to restaurants on special occasions. Even then, have to watch what we order, skipping the appetizers, skipping the dessert. You think that's going to make me happy? No. Back to the welfare offer for Jacob with Lou gone now. Just himself and Jacob. How long will that last? Jacob by himself with the money. Just like it used to be. It's something about just like it used to be. It can't be just like it used to be. Or I don't know what she said. Back to the shot of the house. The federal, she's talking to she's calling the agency, the FBI. Sarah is. Tank is at the office with Carl. And he's having some deep fried donuts. He's eating donuts. Hank says, you know this guy Baxter, did he show you your badge? This is kind of stupid, but I wondered if they'd look like they do in the movies. Bright and silver. With the big FBI stamp. No, not really. No, but I've seen it before. Where is he? He'll show it to you if you just ask him. Now he comes, the FBI guy. He'll show you his gun if you ask him real nice. Oh, there's a call. I can make... Sarah's on the phone. He's standing right here. Eating my wife's homemade donuts. How's the baby? She's not doing so good. I thought I'd tell him about it. You better tell him that yourself. You take care. And he hands over the phone. Hi, honey. It's him. What? What? Come home. It's the bad guy. Hank? The guy's there. I gotta stay. What do you mean you gotta stay? I thought you were gonna come home. The guy, are you ready to roll? The guy's the FBI guy. Ready to roll, Carl says. Hank. Sarah says, Hank, come on. They're waiting for me, baby. I gotta go. Hank, come home, Sarah says. Baby, Sarah. Okay. Wait, Hank. Hank! I'll see you there. Hank says. I'll see you then. Don't! Sarah says, no, I love you too. Hank says. Hank. Sarah's like, everything okay? Just some confusion about this evening's plans. Jacob won't be joining us. He tied one on last night. Good, let's go. They're leaving the office. Oh, wait. Forgot my hat. Catch up to you. Yeah, it's cold out there. He's heading back. Hank's been heading back to Carl's office. He knows where the key is to his gun locker. He saw him put it where he put it. He grabs it on his desk, and he's going to pick up a gun. It's a huge locker. There's 3 doors to the locker. He waits till they're out of view, and he takes a pistol. Make sure it's loaded. It's not loaded. Shit, he says. Did somebody honked? He's looking. They're waiting for him. He's wondering where the bullets are. Music is going crazy. Oh, there's 1 bullet. Well, he misses. It doesn't fit. It's not the right caliber. Oh, there's a bunch of bullets now. So he must have loaded the gun up. Now the SUV is driving down the snow. He has his gun by his belly, in his pants. Hank does. Carl's driving. The FBI guy that's not really FBI. He's in front. Now they're getting out of the car, or the SUV. This is the plank. Nature preserve sign, that's where you guys were, because Carl saw them. We were further down. That's farmland over there. It's in the nature preserve. That's each of us take a different section of the woods. Oh, Jacob just showed up in his pickup truck. Oh my God. Bring your rifle, Carl says to Jacob. We'll take different sections of the woods. Fire a couple shots in the air if you see something. You take the whistle. If you find it, blow as loud as you can. I thought you weren't up for this. I talked to Sarah. I got up and felt better. Something wrong? The FBI guy says. I had a rough night. I'll take the center. FBI guy? It's not an FBI guy. He's a bad guy. Now there's snow tracks in the snow, which these guys are leaving in the nature preserve, looking for the airplane. They're spread out about, I don't know, 50 meters or so. And the dog's there with them. Jacob's dog is following along. And they're walking. It's snowy out. It's not snowing, but there's snow all over the ground. He's looking around. They're looking. Oh. He looks. Hank found the plane. Hank found the plane. And he looks. And he sees something. A beer can. And he picks it up for some reason. The FBI guy, which is not the bad guy, he's looking. They're in the forest. They're in the forest, and the FBI guy, the bad guy, he's not FBI. He's pretending to be an FBI. Oh, somebody shot a gun. Oh, Carl found the plane. And he starts whistling, Hank. And he sees the bad guy hears it. And he starts running. They keep shooting another shot in the air. Now he's coming down the hill a bit. Hey, I found it! Make him show his badge. He's got a gun. He's not FBI. What are you about? Carl's like, what are you talking about? And Hank is trying to pull his gun out of his waist. The FBI guy, the bad guy, pulls out his gun. Boom! Shoots him. Now the gun is on Hank. The bad guy's gun is on Hank. Where did you put it? He said. Where is it? He slaps him in the face with the gun. He cocks the gun, puts it to his temple. It's in the plane. Go get it, then go get it, he says. The FBI guy says to Hank. The bad guy says, I keep calling the FBI. You genius? Do it. So he opens up the door. And he's pulling out his gun. He got from Carl's thing. Oh, he hasn't put the bullets in yet. Freaking stupid. He's dropping the bullets. He can't fit it in there. The bullets are all dropping. Today, the bad guy says, 1 bullet. He got 1 bullet in there. And now they're shooting. Okay, I got it, he says. He shot 2 bullets into the... He looks at passing him the... Where's the rest of the money? He says, and he has a gun on him. Oh, so you had a piece, huh? Hank, the bad guy says to Hank. And he gets up. But you're not the cold-blooded type, are you? He gets his gun. The bad guy gets his gun. We're both going to have a lot of explaining to do. Just me. Boom! Shoots him in the temple. He's dead. Jacob, Hank says. He's looking for Jacob. Jacob comes down. Hank, he said. Jacob says, Hank, it's okay. He goes up to Carl, the sheriff. Jacob's about to cry. You're gonna mess it up, Hank says. Mess it up? Jacob says. Mess it up? There's 3 dead bodies. No, 2 dead bodies. Do you understand what we're going to have to say? Tell him that Carl signaled that I found the plane. When I saw Baxter shoot him, we're going to have to tell on ourselves, Jacob says. No, we don't, Hank says. I can't. No. This is going to work, Hank says. Nope, Jacob says. Yeah, it's going to work. It's perfect. Come on, Jacob. Just got to get through the next couple hours. Then we're home free. You want to be happy? You want a wife and kids? Me and you sitting around the porch late at night? God damn it, this is what it costs. Right here, right now. Come on. Come on. Let's go over this again. Make sure we didn't overlook anything. Jacob just looks at him. I wish somebody else had found that money, Jacob says. Okay, Hank says. Baxter came down here, came up behind Carl. Jacob takes the bad guy's gun. It's gonna work, Hank says. It's gonna work, yeah. Jacob hands Hank the gun. Why'd you do that? Make it look like the bad guy did it, Hank. What? Hank says, what? No, we're almost home. What? I don't care. I'm okay. I'm not afraid. Jacob wants to get shot. I'm not afraid. It's perfect. It's perfect. No, Hank says. I don't want to sit around the rest of my life thinking about this shit. You're going to have to do it. In a few hours, we'll be home. You got something to go home with. I don't want to be here, Jacob says. Hank's like, no. Come on, Hank, Jacob says. Just tell your little girl the bear's from me. Hank thinks about it. Jacob nods his head. If you love me, Hank, you do it. I'll give you a chance. I won't look at you. I won't look at you, Hank. I'm going to do it, then we both going to be fucked, aren't we? Hank looks down at his gun. We don't both need to be fucked. I'll do it, Hank, if you don't. He has his gun. He's like, Hank says, no. He says, Jacob said, I'll do it. He has a gun to his own head. Hank is crying. It's fine in the fucking plane, he says. Hank shoots him. Hank shoots his brother, and he starts crying. He shoots Jacob, and he's crying. Puts his hand to his head, and he throws the gun down, and he has both his hands on his head. There's 3 dead bodies. Oh, Jacob, he says. And then Hank's by the police car. And he's just despondent. And there's people coming up to him. Talking to him. Oh, they're from the FBI. The real FBI. He's like answering questions. Somebody's protect a liar. I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about something. He's being interviewed. Details tend to be vague, slippery. Suspect will cover his mouth. Did you notice anything like that? He was lying to you, Mr. Mitchell. His brother was in the crash plane. They kidnapped the McMartin girl. The one they shot up. $4.4 million. You want to touch the money? He's like, he takes a packet of the money. Pretty hefty, eh? We're still trying to track down the rest. Matter of time? We had the money for 2 hours. We couldn't mark it. he would kill the girl. We put together a task force. Wrote down the serial numbers. We recorded 5,000 of them. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the numbers to turn up. It's going to be... Yeah. They didn't mark it, but they memorized... Oh, no, now he's at home with the money. And Sarah's like, no. We can go to South America. Australia. The fire. He throws his wife down. He's throwing the money into the fire. Sarah's trying to stop him. And Hank's throwing the money into the fireplace. And the money's burning up. And the close-up of the money burning. And then it shows Sarah working at the library, stacking books, putting books back onto the shelf. She doesn't look happy. And he's filling feed bags at the feed mill. Grain and feed mill. He's sewing up the bag. There's days that I manage not to think of anything at all. Not the money. Or the murders. Or Jacob. Days when Sarah and I pretend to be that we're like everybody else. Those days are few and far between. He's at the old house. Hank's at the old farmhouse. He's looking around. He's looking. There's a full face shot of him. Now there's a shot of the house. Fade to black. And I guess that's it. That's it. Then they're rolling the credits. Whoo! Okay. That's the movie. It's a great movie. I've seen it before. It's a total crazy story. Man. Crazy what they did. Okay. Ending it here. Remember. Signing off. Remember. Live your life. And see what happens. Okay, later.